in athletics, and it is technique. The judges are there to help you to complete the race. It's not there for disqualify you. You should understand that. You make a mistake, they advise you to correct that mistake. That's the main idea of having judges there. It's not there to disqualify you. We want as many as possible of you to complete the race. That's the main point there. Okay? So with that, we go into race walking. The definition is there. Walking is a progression of steps so taken the athlete makes contact with the ground, so that no visible. This is very important to the human eye. We cannot use videos. It's with the eyes only. Okay? This is the correct way of this ex-national walker.
I'm coaching for 30 years. All this posture, when you walk upright straight. Normal walking, as you say, everybody when you take a foot, it's always this front foot when you land, it's straightened. This leg is straightened. Okay, this, as the body comes, you see here, you move to this side, the body pressure, you see, it goes down. Okay, this side is straight. The back leg is also straight first. Okay, before it takes off here. Okay, this ball is straight here. When you move in, you bend down. Okay, and you switch, and it goes straight again. Okay, this is straight again. So in this portion is straight here, your body is up there. Okay, normal walking, everybody individual, everybody when they walk, you see when you walk, it's always locked. It's always locked. Natural, it comes natural. You don't walk with the knee bent like that. Okay, that all this because of knee injury, all injury because of running, as Soho mentioned. Because when you run, you put a weight on your knee itself. That's where your problem, the knee comes in. When walking is normal knee, it comes in there. Your body weight actually falls down here. Okay, so it's not on the heel. So you move. You see your body, your weight is transferred here, and your body weight is here. This is normal way of walking. Normal human being, everybody as he walks in the way. Okay? So if people start to walk this way, there's a habit, they start moving. Every day, naturally, if you walk yourself upright, straighten, lock, and you go, straighten, you move. Every day, a normal walk is you're walking like that. It's only race walking is the speed work. Okay, so from here, actually, once here, collapse and you move. Collapse and you move. So as you move, that's how you move. So this is arm, that's the one that's helping you for your hips to move. Okay, so the most important thing is for the judging itself is make sure you straighten in front, forward, and make sure you don't run. As long as both your feet goes above the ground, then you are disqualified. Okay?
You have received a warning, a caution. The second one will be a red card. The red card you will not know. You must know that, huh? After he has watched you, he might give a red card. So when the red card, 3 red cards will end in a disqualification. Okay? Even when the judge wants to give you a caution, he waits. Okay? We are not there to straight away, on the first lap, you come, I see you not walking, I straight away show you. I'll give you an opportunity to correct your mistake. If you still cannot, then the judge will show you this. That means he's advising you that your walking is not correct. Change it. Okay? After that, if you continue still, then only the red cards come in. Okay? So please take note of this. You can show the red pad. Having said that, now I have come up with pit lane rules. Okay? Pit lane rules. To allow athletes to complete. When a pit lane is introduced, 3 red cards, the athlete will go inside the pit lane. Okay? 3 red cards, go inside the pit lane. The chief judge will wait there for a certain amount of time. I'll show you later the time. Once the time's up, you will join back. Okay, join back the race, you will continue. If you receive the 4th red card, you will be disqualified. Okay, pit lane rules. But after having received your 3rd red card, that means you are going to finish the race, where there is no time to send you into the pit lane. What happens that you finish the race, if the penalty time is 30 seconds, 30 seconds will be added into your time, final time. Okay, take note of that. Okay, this is the pit lane timings. For 5,000 meters is 30 seconds, up to 5 kilometers is 30 seconds. For 10 kilometers, 1 minute, and it goes on. One red card, you show one red card with a number there. If it's 3, is up there. Once the 3 appears, the athlete will be disqualified. Okay, take note of it. You will have a posting board. You must look at it, okay? You will have a video now. It shows race.
The origins of race walking stretch back to the great pedestrian challenges of the 18th and 19th centuries. The discipline, as we now know it, first appeared in the 1906 Olympic Games. Competitions were held for men over the relatively short distances of 1,500 and 3,000 meters. In the last 100 years, the official championship distances have evolved, and currently, the men walk 20 and 50 kilometers in international competitions. International level competition for women started with a 5,000 meters race at the 1979 World Cup in race walking. The competition distance has evolved since then, and the current championship distance of 20 kilometers was first used at the 1999 World Championships in Athletics in Seville. Race walking is governed by IAAF Competition Rule 230. Paragraph 1 of the rule describes the discipline as a progression of steps so taken that the walker makes contact with the ground so that no visible to the human eye loss of contact occurs. The advancing leg shall be straight, that is, not bent at the knee, from the moment of first contact with the ground until the vertical upright position. Race walking is a technical discipline. An understanding of the correct technique is essential for learning an action that both complies with Rule 230 and enables the walker to reach a high level of performance. The action of the race walker can be divided into two parts: the main movements and the supporting movements. The main movements, those of the lower body, propel the walker forward. The supporting movements are those of the trunk and arms, and they balance the body as it advances. Allows the walker to proceed straight and fast. In the single support phase, the knee of the leg in contact with the ground must be completely extended. In accordance with the rules, the extension of the knee is maintained from the moment the heel touches the ground until the leg reaches the vertical upright position. To make the action as effective as possible, the extension should be maintained until the end. The swing phase applies to the non-support or swinging leg. It is characterized by the bending of the knee and the forward movement of the knee and foot, passing the knee of the support leg at approximately the same level. The swing phase ends at the moment the heel of the swinging leg contacts the ground and the knee is completely extended. The double support phase is the moment when both feet are in contact with the ground. In this position, we can measure the length of the stride from the heel. By drawing an imaginary vertical line dividing the walker's body in two, we can see that the rear leg has a greater angle of force than the front leg. This allows a longer acceleration and reduces the braking at the moment the heel of the front leg makes ground contact. The movement of the race walker is characterized by an exaggerated hip movement. Both correct technique and the speed of the walker depend on this movement. Good hip action reduces the inefficient raising and lowering of the center of mass with each step, and thus the center of mass moves forward along a horizontal line. Within a complete movement cycle, the hips make a circular motion of 360 degrees. The completeness of the motion is very important, as it contributes to a correct race walking action and allows the walker to move forward fluidly with a low energy cost. maintain the walker's balance and support the main movements propelling the body forward, the action of the arms must be harmoniously synchronized with the stride. The flexed position of the elbows should be maintained constantly. The trunk should be straight but not rigid. For the most economical movement, it should be inclined slightly forward when the back leg is pushing, and it should be vertical during the single support phase. The position of the neck and head should be natural and relaxed in order to avoid any kind of tension in the movements of the shoulders and arms. For the technique sequences shown in this video, we have purposely used images recorded during top-level competitions. They demonstrate how it is possible to walk correctly, even at high speed, and achieve excellent performances through a completely controlled technique. Good technique must be learned from the beginning of the walker's career and maintained as the performance level increases. It is therefore indispensable for a walker to receive the technical guidance of a qualified coach who can communicate clear, easy to understand instructions that the walker can transform into the necessary motor skills. Technique, however, must not be confused with style, which develops in accordance with the individual neurophysiological and biomechanical characteristics of the athlete, or the failure to extend the knee. Each judge may warn a competitor only one time for each type of error. Continued violation of the rules is communicated from a judge to the chief judge by means of a red card sent to the recorder. When 3 judges submit a red card on a particular competitor, he or she will be disqualified with the red paddle, withdrawn from the race, and stripped of his or her bib number. In international competitions, walkers can be disqualified only by the decision of judges from 3 different countries. Competitors can check their status during the race by observing the disqualification board, which is electronic in the major international competitions and manual in events that do not have such a system. Competitors may only take refreshment in the official drinking and sponging areas. Refreshments taken outside these areas may lead to the athlete's disqualification. In races shorter than 10 kilometers, drinks are not allowed, but the competitors can use sponging areas. Race walking courses are designed in accordance with strict rules regarding both distance measurement and the profile of the course. Generally, races must be conducted in good light conditions to facilitate the work of the judges. At major championships, the start and the finish of the race walking course is usually on the track inside the stadium. The major international race walking competitions include the Olympic Games, the World Championships in Athletics, Continental Championships, World and Continental Championships for various age categories, and finally, the World Cup in Race Walking, an event that is usually held completely on the road.
With him. Okay? They can carry it with him throughout the race. They can pass it on to the friend to drink also. But they cannot take refreshment from outside point. If they take refreshment from outside point, the referee will warn them first. If second time, then a disqualification will come. Okay, refreshment. Okay. There's only difference there. Other than that, what I covered was there, covered. Now, it's open to the floor. Anybody got any questions?
Here, regarding the pit lane,
Yeah.
I understand it's a new implementation for 2018. Is it already implemented in Malaysia or in our region or
It-
later?
This one, regulations, that pit lane will be used. Then we can use that. If not, it's 3 red cards still. When the instructions go out, they must clearly state that pit lane will be used for this competition. If not, it's 3 red cards. The just completed Commonwealth Games, they have no pit lane, 3 red cards.
AF rules.
It's the IAAF book is there, but it's not compulsory. They
It's
say,
not compulsory.
wait, let me. The pit lane shall be used for any race where the applicable regulations for the competition is provided and may be used by other races as determined by the relevant governing body organizers.
So it up to the
Organizers,
to decide
yeah.
on that.
As
Okay.
long as the organizer states that pit lane will be used, then we'll use it. If not, it's 3 red cards.
Okay, thank you.
Simple thing in walking is you start with heel, ball, toe. Then you will never get wrong. Is it? Yeah? Heel. You always start with your heel, ball, toe. And then just now you were talking what Madam Gloria and we were talking about their uniform, the ladies' uniform now you see. Last time they were using different type and then now you see it is like swimming suit, right? Swimming suit. But then if you look at it, in 776 BC, what is special in 776 BC? Anyone know? 776 BC. What happened in 776 BC? Anybody here? Anybody? That is the ancient time, so people are not thinking about it. 1896? 1896? First modern Olympics in 1896. 776 BC was the first ancient Olympic were held in Olympia, okay, Greece, right? Okay, during that time, only men were allowed to take part in the Olympic Games. And they were all taking part nude. You know what I mean? No dress at all. Yes. And ladies were not allowed to go and wash them. And they had a separate sports for them called HERA, yeah? H-E-R-A, HERA Games, only for the women. So that's why you see it is like, later part they were wearing all long and all that. And now we are coming back to, very short. And maybe in another 50 years, people may just run without any dress, clothing, yeah? It's going back like that. It's a circle, right? Okay, relations of competitions, masters competition. Just for all of us to know about it, a bit on that. Differences between the IAAF rules and WMA rules, okay? But I'm just going to touch on the differences between the normal athletics and the masters athletics, right? Okay, first one. We have, if you look at all the chapters in the IAAF and the chapters written in the handbook, WMA, and then under them we have 6 regions, and one of it is Asia. So Asia Masters Athletics, and under Asia Masters Athletics we have about 27 affiliates. That means 27 Asian countries are affiliated to Asia Masters Athletics. So we always follow the rules and regulation in the WMA handbook. So the book, IAF and WMA handbook, almost the same. I don't talk about all this. I'll just go to the important. Right. Now, the rule 3 in WMA says that championships events, we have World Masters Athletics Championships is held once in 2 years, right? Once in 2 years. The last one was held in 2016 in Perth. The next one is in this year. It will be held in Malaga in September. Malaga, Spain in September. Yeah. All right. And then now, what are the special events? These are the differences. Now, I'm going into the differences. The differences between the normal athletics and the masters athletics. In the normal athletics, hurdles we have only 100, 110 and 400, right? 100 meters hurdles, 110 meters hurdles and 400 meters hurdles. Whereas in masters competition, we have 80 meters hurdles. All right? We have 300 meters hurdles, we have 200 meters hurdles. Apart from the normal 100, 110 and 400 meters. They also have. Okay? This is according to the age. Alright? Okay. And then they also have weight pentathlon. Pentathlon means how many events? 5 events. Hecta, 7. Deca, 10. Right? So here they have 5 pentathlon. That is the hammer throw, shot put, discus, javelin and weight stroke. Alright? Okay. And all other normal events. So these are the differences between the normal athletics and the masters athletics. Alright? And of course, we also have non-stadia events, marathon, half marathon and blah blah blah. Okay? Right. Now, they also have indoor championship. You know that, right? Masters athletics, we also have indoor championships. But so far, it is only held at world level. Asia, we have not done yet. Not yet. But at world level, the last one was at Daegu, Korea, South Korea. South Korea, Daegu, last year, March. We had the indoor world championships. Okay. We also have doping test in masters athletics. Recently, it has been introduced. Doping test in masters championships. Okay. So far, in Asia Masters, we introduced when it was held in Singapore. And then the recent in Rugao, China also we had, but then we have not done it in a big scale. We are just doing it in a simple few samples only we are taking at the moment. But they have already introduced this doping test for the masters athletics. Why? As we know, why it is introduced in the normal athletics? Because people might be, in the case of safety, yeah, maybe, can be injurious to others, things like that. So we must always have a safety director, and then under him we have the deputies and all that, who will be going around and checking, and then if they find any athlete who are not properly executing their discipline, then they can stop them, because we do not want them to cause any problem to the other athletes, also to themselves. So this is something new. It's not new, this is something different. In Masters Athletic Championships, we should have this official. Okay, now we talk about today we were talking about the race walking judges, right? Now, race walking judges appointed for all rules. This is the IAF rules. Now we look at the WMA rules. We should establish a race walk panel. Yeah, race walk judges, like here, means judges, yeah. The panels shall consist of race walk judges selected and approved by WMA. Selected and approved by WMA at world level. At Asian level, by Asia Masters Athletics. They must select and approve people, all right? And then they must be experienced race walk judges in Masters Athletics, and they are from different countries. For Asia Masters Athletics Championships, we will always have 2 judges from other countries, to judge the race walking events. It is a must. It is a must to have people from other countries, judges from other countries. Okay, and then the jury of appeal is appointed by the AMA or the WMA president. Right, age category, you know the age categories. You know the age categories, yeah? And then the age counts from the first day of the competition. Some affiliates, they take from the 1st of January, yeah? That is only for their country, yeah? But the normal, the standard is the first day of the competition. So far as we know, only Thailand does that. Thailand, the date is as long as like 2018, even though you're born in May, 2018 means your age is already like what your age that year. If you are supposed to be 61, if you are reaching 61 in May, but 1st January itself, they count it as 60 plus, you can go in. You know what I mean? But that is not the normal standard. The standard is, it is count, he qualifies on the 1st competition day. And then the age group, of course, 35, 40, 44, yeah? Earlier there was no 35 age group, Earlier there was no 35 age group. Lately only they introduced, yeah? Earlier it was plus 40, yeah? It was 40, okay? Meaning to say like 35 to 39, one age group. 40 to 44, one age group. 45 to 49, one age group. 50 to 54, WMA affiliates. Must. You cannot send your entries individually. They will never entertain. It must go through the World Masters and the regional Master Championships. Entries must go through the National Association, right? When there is no association in that country, then the athlete can send the entry to the WMA, or in Asian level, they have to send to the Asia, and the council will say whether they approve or not approve. It's up to the council, okay? But you have to go through when there is no affiliate only, you can send straight. Okay. And then, like nowadays, WMA, you have to enter online. You have to enter online, individually. You have to enter individually. But at the end of it, it must be verified by the National Association. If the National Association, the president or the secretary, if they don't verify, you cannot participate. So it is very important, those who enter online, they have to send their particulars to their secretary, the national secretary or the president. Only they can verify your entries. If you don't verify, they will not accept, right? Okay, clothing. It is always advised that singlets or vest approved by the National Masters Body worn by all the athletes, and team events are uniform, clearly identified in the country. But at Asia level, sometimes we are not that strict, because not all the affiliates, the country, they can provide with their national uniform. So we are not that strict yet, because we always think that it is important for the athletes to give a chance to participate. That is more important than sticking to the rules very strictly. Okay, In all throwing events, only one competition number shall be required one on the back. Okay? IAF says that you can wear either in front or back, but WMA says only at the back. That's the difference. Okay. Now, in special about Masters Athletics, since we have many age groups, and sometimes in certain age group, higher age group, there may be only 2 or 3 participants. So we cannot run every event, for every age group. It will take such a long time. So we can combine. You can combine different age groups together, provided the result is separated and medals are given according to the age. 2 in this thing. And then for 1005, 12 of them, 16 of them can go in for the finals. 1005. Right, I'm trying to run faster. Okay. Hurdle races, yeah? Competitors must hurdle with the continuous motion, thus ensuring that both feet must be off the ground for at least an instant. Why they come out with this rule in 2009 in Chiang Mai, 2009 in Chiang Mai. I really admired all the officials there. There was one lady athlete, she wanted to do these hurdles. She simply couldn't cross over the hurdle. She was just standing there, lifting one leg and then standing. And then lifting another leg, standing. The official was so patient and waited for her. And then she was putting her hand on the hurdle, and then she was trying. They really let her do it and finish it. But nowadays they don't allow. Yeah, because she was already there. The officials were so kind enough, patient enough to let her do it. Because no other athlete, she was only one. So let her do it, okay? But then nowadays they don't. They say hurdles, you must clear the hurdles. That means at least there is a moment where both feet are not touching the ground. Alright? Because you have to clear the hurdle. Okay, so these are the hurdles. And then here they have the steeplechase. That's steeplechase, you know, right? So if it is 3,000 steeplechase, you have to clear the hurdles 28 times, and then water hurdles 7 times. Like if it is 2,000, okay, 20 times and 5 water hurdles you have to cover. And then the height is also different, right? Okay, in Masters Athletic Championships, 4x1 and 4x4, an athlete can go down to a next level or the next age group, lower age group, to form a team. It's allowed. It's allowed. That means if you are a 50 plus athlete, okay, and your team, say your country have 3 participants in the 40 plus category, they are lack of 1 person, so they can bring the 50 plus, join, and then can make up a team. Okay. But the 50 plus cannot go to 60 plus. Why? Why? We always feel the younger athletes are faster than the older athletes, but not necessarily, right?
Ayo Ros! Ayo Ros! Semangat! Ada dia bilang tadi. Dia minta aja banyak. Belum. Didahulukan itu jadi memang masih